Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just landed here in Bangkok at Suvarnabhumi Airport. And I'm just waiting for my luggage, and then I'm going to take you around and show you what is there to do in this amazing city of Bangkok. And I'm here for 3 days. I hope I get to see you around at least a few things. So stay tuned for that. Just made it to my Airbnb and I'm super hungry, and although it's 10:40 p.m. I'm going out to eat something, but I've booked a Grab bike because it's really cheap here. So if you're a solo traveler like me, you can always book a bike instead of a cab. Now we are very close to a lot of famous attractions in Thailand, like Wat Phra, which is a very famous Buddha temple here, and also the Grand Palace, and so many more. So if you want to explore, like do touristy stuff, this is a very good neighborhood to be in. So now let me do some touristy stuff as well, because whenever I have come to Thailand, I have done so much of fun activities. I've done like a mix of everything, and this time I'll be doing different things. But you can check out my previous Instagram highlights if you want to know more about Bangkok. I have posted everything that I've done before. So just go to my Instagram, and there might be even some videos on YouTube on my channel. I can't remember because it's been so long. But I have been to the Muay Thai fight. I have done the Safari World. And I've done all of these things twice because I've been here 2 times before, especially in Bangkok. So I've also been to Krabi, Phuket, Phi Island and Maya Bay and all that. So I do recommend all of that, but I love Bangkok because this place has everything. It's a very underrated city in my opinion. Now let's go to some tourist attractions. So if you want to know more about the history or just details about this place, you can also book a walking tour, but honestly it costs a lot more than the entry ticket. So I don't really recommend that unless you are really a history buff or someone who genuinely wants to know about it. Otherwise, I think it's pretty much walkable on your own. And you can also visit the Grand Palace after this, but it's definitely stunning. So today hasn't been that lucky for me because first the Uncle Thai coffee place, he was not available there. And now the reclining Buddha, they are saying that I have to come back after 2 hours if I want to visit the Buddha. So no worries, then it's still a great place. But now I even more think that that 300 baht was not worth coming here. But just check the timings because I am here at around 1 p.m. and there's some sort of a break or something. So now I cannot go and see the reclining Buddha. So I was actually wrong. That was not the reclining Buddha, luckily. And I've just made my way towards the reclining Buddha. It's right there. And I can already see a glimpse of it. Welcome to Wat Phra. Required to take off your shoes and put it in the bag here. And you're not allowed to wear any hats either. And that's the Buddha head. Oh my god. It's the biggest indoor monument I've ever seen, I guess. That reclining Buddha was actually insanely good, and I would highly recommend that you visit Wat Phra to see that. It's definitely now worth the price 300 baht for the entire thing because it took me 2 hours, and I actually really liked the place. And I'm glad that I found out that I was at the wrong place initially for the Buddha, but overall it was a great experience, so do visit there. Okay, so one spot that you have to visit during your Bangkok trip has to be Song Wat Road, and it's like a very hip neighborhood and it's different than rest of Bangkok. It's just a one street. As you can see, there's a lot of graffiti here. Hello. And fun people and a lot of cafes, a lot of things to do. There are a few famous coffee joints here as well and some shops. So like it's different. It's like a small town vibe here because it's just this one road, Songbat Road basically. And this is where the real stuff starts. As you can see, the houses here have like a very European kind of architecture. And there are so many chic stores here as well. Also, this little alleyway has so many shops here. So many cafes, bakeries. This smells so good as well. I mean, what is this, guys? Like, I didn't imagine it to be this good. Maybe it's not as amazing in the video as it is in real, but it's really amazing. Like, it's giving me Hoi An vibes from Vietnam, if you know where that is. I'm always going to come back here when I come to Bangkok, that's for sure. And everywhere people are just clicking pictures, which is not always the case here. but every corner is that aesthetic, in real life at least. Wow, what a place to watch sunset from. And this is just a random corner here at the Songwat Road. Also, these guys have a very good playlist, as you can see. Also, if you come here, you can actually visit this place called Clay Circle Pottery Studio. And this is what actually attracted me to come to this road, because they have really cute ceramics and small like pottery stuff. I hope it's not costly, otherwise I may not be able to buy a lot. Just look at all of this. Hopefully I'll get something. You already have like a Christmas decor everywhere in Bangkok. It's a new day in Bangkok, and one thing that you have to do here is to visit one of the most famous malls here. And there are actually a lot of malls that you can cover, but I'm going to one of the most famous ones, which is Central World. And there's also very cool Christmas market there going on if you're here around December or anytime near that. There are other malls like Icon Siam and Terminal 21, Asok and Paragon. I think, yeah, that's the ones that I can name. But there are so many more malls and all of them are pretty nice. I've been to a lot of them. I can't remember the names of the other ones, but I have been to all of them, like all the big ones. And so Central World is actually one of the best ones. This is what I was talking about. You can see how beautiful this is, and they have an entire street like this. One more thing that you have to do is just visit a 7-Eleven, because they have really good 7-Elevens here in Thailand. And my friend told me that this butter cake is actually worth trying, so I'm getting a couple of them. You can also try their Red Bull, because that's very different. Like the Red Bull in Thailand is completely different. Also things like pandan desserts or anything else like instant noodles. Also, I completely forgot to give you a room tour. I'm staying at the Waldorf Astoria in Bangkok. It's near the Central World Mall, and this is how my room looks like. It's not a huge room, but it's really good. That's just the toilet, and now here's the bath. So that's for the guest basically. And then there's this bathtub. Wow. Actually loving this room in total. So I'm going for this cooking class at Salom Thai Cooking School, and I'm really excited because they're going to teach us a lot of dishes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go.
This one, what is this? Eggplant, sir. You want more chili? Okay, eggplant. Again, we have many kinds of eggplant. Instagram time.
Yeah.
TikTok time. Tinder profile. Tinder profile. Mixed vegetable, net shrimp and sand. Remember only 3 things. You don't chili.
Oh, one chicken, one bread. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just got done with the cooking class. It was a surreal experience. Trust me, you have to go for it if you are into cooking or food in general. I met so many people from around the world and made some new friends as well. So that was the best part about it. And we got to make stuff like tom yum soup, which I'm not a big fan of, but in the class they taught us a very good version of it.
Okay, ready? One more time.
Then we made a shrimp pad thai, which is my favorite. So I definitely love that one. The best part is you could control your spice level and sweetness and everything. And I don't like it to be too sweet. So I just skipped the sugar, and that made all the difference. After that, we also learned how to make a raw papaya salad. And it's definitely my least favorite Thai dish in general. But today I loved it the most. I didn't know I would like it so much because it was so fresh and so crunchy. It looked even great compared to what I'm used to having in Thailand. So yeah, definitely try that one. Then we made a Thai green curry with chicken. So again, something that I love, but because of the freshness of the ingredients, it turned out beautiful. So do try this class if you're into that, and they have different menus every day. So someday they will have red curry, someday they'll have yellow curry, someday they'll have masaman curry. But today there was green curry. So I checked the menu before and then I booked my class accordingly. Then lastly we had my all-time favorite mango sticky rice, which was the best thing ever because the mangoes here were quite sweeter compared to what I've tried in Bangkok during this trip, because mangoes are not in season right now, but still they managed to give us the best ones. Also paired with that sticky rice, it was a treat. Everyone in the class loved it the most, so definitely worth trying it out. Today I woke up early. I had the breakfast buffet at the Waldorf Hotel. I couldn't vlog that, but you can check that on my Instagram stories. And then I hit the gym because I had to burn off a few extra calories. And now I'm checking out, and now we are heading to another fun day in Bangkok. It's not a complete full day for me today because I'm flying back tonight, but stay tuned to see what today has to offer. No, I'm not at the airport. I'm actually at a mall called Terminal 21, and it has various floors, and all the floors have like different countries or cities mentioned. It does not necessarily mean that it has only stores from that brand, but right now I'm at Paris. So this is the first floor, and they have like some Parisian brands and also some other brands. So technically it's not about the floor, I guess, but it's just a theme that they usually try to follow. And now we're going to the next floor, which is Istanbul. The whole design is basically like an airport from inside, and now we are going to the San Francisco floor. So you can see the iconic San Francisco tram as well, and the Pier 21. So guys, I'm at the airport, and that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it till the end, and if you have made it this far, thank you so much. I hope you come back to my channel for more such videos, and I'll keep showing you wonderful places to explore in the world. I'll be planning a lot more trips in the future, so stay tuned for those, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Have a great day.